Today's video is a career versus career comparison between the Austrian oak Arnold Schwarzenegger and the king Ronnie Coleman, probably the two greatest bodybuilders of all time. We are going to take a look at a number of different stats between the two, like their pro debut and retirement placings, the Mr. Olympia and overall pro show stats, so you can decide at the end based on objective data who truly is the greatest of all time. First, let's take a look at their personal info. Arnold was born in Austria on July 30th, 1947, and he's currently at the age of 75, while Ronnie Coleman was born in the US on May 13th, 1964, and he's currently at the age of 58. Arnold was around 6 foot 2 inches tall, while Ronnie was 5 foot 11 in their prime. Arnold's contest weight was in the range of the 230s to 40s pounds, while Ronnie was weighing between 250 and 290 pounds during his best years. Now let's take a look at their pro debut and retirement stats. The Austrian oak made his IFBB pro debut in 1968 at the Mr. Universe contest at the age of only 20, where he took second place. The king made his pro debut at the 1992 Chicago Pro at the age of 28, where he took 11th. Arnold's last pro show was the 1980 Mr. Olympia, where he took first place. He was 33 years old at the time. Ronnie's last show was the 2007 Mr. Olympia, where he placed 4th. He was 43 years old at the time. Next, let's take a look at their professional record. During his career, Arnold entered 11 IFBB Pro shows, winning 9 out of these 11 shows, him winning 81% of the shows he entered during his career. The only two people who beat him on stage were Frank Zane and Sergio Oliva. Ronnie entered 68 professional shows, winning 26 times. 26 being the record of most wins until Dexter Jackson surpassed him, having 29. Ronnie has a 38 winning percentage, him barely winning any shows until 1998. Last, we're going to take a look at the most important stat in bodybuilding, namely the Mr. Olympia record. Schwarzenegger has entered the Olympia 8 times, winning 7 out of these 8 Olympias. The only time he didn't win was his Olympia debut, where he took second place behind the great Sergio Oliva in 1969. Ronnie Coleman entered the Mr. Olympia 15 times, winning 8 Sandow trophies, this being the record in the sport, a record he shares with Lee Haney, who also has 8. At his Olympia debut in 1992, Ronnie didn't place at all. There were 2 guys who didn't place at all at that show. They were so far behind the rest of the pack. This can be considered his lowest placing, but the actual lowest placing he got at the Olympia was 15th in 1994. So what is the data telling us about these two here? Their career paths were quite different. Arnold has only 2 losses in his career, taking second place on both of these occasions, while Ronnie has far more losses than wins in his pro career. Arnold retired early to pursue other careers, while Ronnie was focused only on bodybuilding. Very important, the eras where they competed were totally different. So having all this in mind, who is the GOAT for you? Let me know in the comment section below. Also like and subscribe. Next, you can check out what the data says about Dorian Yates versus Phil Heath. See you there, guys.